Today's little video is going to be on changing the anodes on the Bravo series. This happens to be a Bravo 3 dual prop. It'd be pretty much the same for the Alphas. It's just this one, actually my buddy is going to be putting this in the water and keeping it at a slip where it's a wet slip in the water all the time. So even though it's fresh water, you can still, actually these are fresh water. But I want to show you the difference in this and the new one. I already took the little screws out. It's pretty simple. They're just little 5/16 or 8mm. Zip those out, and as you can see, it's gotten pretty eaten up. This is the new kit. This is for the Bravos, and these are the magnesium, which is the fresh water, because they do make a difference. There's aluminum and heck, I forget the other one now. But anyway, big difference in these. So we're going to get these new ones put on. Pretty much just slip it right over, line up your holes, take a little pick or something, and blow them out, because it did have a bunch of crud, corrosion buildup. And these are going to help the electrolysis that happens on the outdrive and starts eating them up when they sit in the water all the time, so they can get pretty much destroyed. So you want to change these out. This is the set that's on the kit. Does come with new hardware, so we're going to use those. And this is the one. This bolt is in this hole here. Somehow I cut this part out, and I just wanted to show, when you're sticking these on, go ahead and put the two bolts in the holes, because as you can see, the anode itself is real thick and there's only a little bit of thread showing. Plus, when you stick it on like this, you'll never get to this inside one, so you want to already have those in place. And then what I do is I take my socket, and it's a short socket, but at the same time, when you're trying to stick it down in there, the bolt will just go into the socket too far and not be touching the threads of the actual ram. So what I do is just take the box and just rip a little piece of the cardboard off and stuff it inside the socket, to where then only the head of the bolt here will actually, it'll push the bolt into the hole to touch the threads as you're spinning it to get it started. And the cardboard trick works like a charm. So we've got that one locked down, both bolts. I just went in under the strut here to get to this one, and I'm using a long extension with a little swivel head extension out here, so it'll wobble a little. So to do the round one underneath, I've got the 13mm little quarter drive on the extension here. Reach in, you can feel the head of the bolt. But like I said, when you're taking this out, be very careful. If the socket, it's kind of a tight fit, that's why you need a little 1/4-inch chrome one. And you can hook that lip and the socket will fall down in there. You might get lucky enough to put the extension back in and get it, but anyway, to avoid the pain. Alright, now it's trying to spin on the bottom because it went down so far. It does have this lip build up on it, but you have to keep it pushed up into the outdrive so this is engaged in a slot and won't just spin. So I have to put the phone down. And as you can see, there is an indentation area here. You can't turn this. It's got to be around this way, facing the front. Pretty much just stick it in there, hold it in place. That's what I meant by applying pressure. Hold it up to where it's flat in there and engaged in that slot. And now I'm going to stick the socket back through the top and tighten her down. Now I'm going to take the ratchet and reach up inside here. And of course I'm not going to be able to do this with the phone in my hand, but anyway, you get the idea. We're going to bust these two loose, take them all the way out, be able to change this anode here. Yeah, you can see a pretty good difference in this one and this one. So let's go ahead and get that switched out. Get this out drive. It's maximum protection. Actually, there, for the maximum protection, there is a mercury device that they have on certain engines. I'm gonna have to check this one. Usually with a Bravo 3 and a nice boat like this, it would have it. It's called a mercruiser or something. It's an electronic device that, yeah, it's actually hooked into, like, it's grounding on the engine, and then you've got grounds that are going between the transom plate here and inside transom plate to the engine. So everything is grounded. That's what you got these little stainless cables for. They're even on the cylinders here and stuff, you know, and they'll flex, but yet that's keeping everything grounded together to keep the electrolysis from happening so bad on the outdrives. And then we're simply going to slip this up into place here and insert the new bolts right in the top here and snug them down. And that concludes the anode replacement on the Bravo series, and Alphas be the same thing. So what did we learn from your Uncle Steve-O today, class? Worn anodes bad, new anodes good.